Hello everyone, my name is Jason and I'm the director of the American Language Center in Oujda. It is my absolute pleasure to join all of you today, and while I've been asked to share only one book recommendation, I'll actually be sharing two, and I'll explain why towards the end of the video. So just before getting into the books, I'd like to share with you a little bit about my motivation for selecting the two books. So personally, I have a large passion for cultural exchange and intercultural understanding. And since I work for the American Language Centers and the American Cultural Association, part of our work is to exchange culture and understanding between the people of the United States and Morocco. So basically, I've chosen these two books to help those who are interested in learning more about American culture. So in general, we know culture is an extremely robust topic. However, a good entry point, in my opinion, is to understand social constructs. So, hello again, my name is Jason, and I'd like to share a bit about Houdini, Tarzan, and the Perfect Man. In full transparency, I did have to slightly adjust this photo just to make it appropriate and respectful to all viewers. Houdini, Tarzan, and the Perfect Man was written by John F. Kasson, and it actually provides a really unique view into American pop culture, specifically about the concept of masculinity and where the American concept of masculinity is coming from. So going back over a century in the United States, Kasson walks us through history, bringing up male figures, both fictional and real, that really affected men's sense of who and what they really were, especially white men. Touring the US back in the 1890s, Eugene Sandow, a world-renowned bodybuilder, sort of reawoke this ancient ideal of manhood that we saw in ancient Greek and Roman statues, but he also brought something new to the table, a modern commodity of glorifying self-development and self-fulfillment. Next, we have the very well-known character of Tarzan, who swings on the scene in 1912. And he's pushing the fantasy of the white Anglo-Saxon male escaping the confines of civilization, arguably seen as unmanly or not masculine, and he's reasserting our values of a more primal nature. Kasson continues to touch on many other male figures. However, the next main influence that I'll present today is Harry Houdini, the great escape artist. Yet again, like with Tarzan, we see this dream of escape and the praise of one's personal strifes and accomplishments, but this time through escaping mortal danger. Kasson's book, while exploring concerns over the development of the male identity and physical expectations of reform, basically draws conclusions on how these things still affect the image of the white male today. So in conclusion, anyone interested in understanding social structures and constructs within the US, as well as masculinity, I would highly recommend this book. So as I mentioned, I do have a second book, and of course, we can't only talk about men. So the second book, of course, Where the Girls Are, is a good insight into the social pressures for women in terms of behavior, look, and product use that was brought about by American media. So for those who are interested in feminism and of course the construct of femininity in the United States, I would highly recommend the book Where the Girls Are by Susan J. Douglas. So thank you everyone. I hope I didn't bore you today, but I do hope that you consider reading these two books as well. It was a pleasure joining you. Take care.